Bravery comes in many forms, and in this game, it's with Skul, the little warrior who could battle your way through levels of enemies to save the Demon King from those ravaging Imperial army of humans who seem intent on taking over our lands. This is Skul the Hero Slayer. If you're new to the channel, then you might not know that I'm a huge fan of platformers. Throw any at me, be they traditional, 3D, Metroidvanias or roguelites, so I was always going to jump at the chance to give Skul a test run. You take on that little protagonist making your way deeper into the world with the aim to kill everything and avoid taking damage. It's a pretty simple concept at heart, but with a few twists along the way. Skul has the ability to replace his head with another, which might sound gruesome, but actually opens up the game with a lot of possibilities and replayability. Each different head is unique and allows you to use abilities, movements and attacks that you would otherwise not be able to. Play as the clown and throw daggers from afar, or jump into the action as the wolf, utilising leaps to close distance and take out enemies before they have the chance to realise what is happening. Skul is able to hold two different heads at once, so you are able to switch between the characters and need to choose which combination is optimal for you to make it through the levels. As you make it further into the game, this choice becomes more strategic as you are given more and more options on how to approach. The Paladin in particular is a great head to find, and I had a lot of fun rushing through with his dash and wave push abilities. The best platformers for me are always about the controls and the way the game can create action and fighting that feels both intuitive and smooth. Skul does this well, and I can't complain at all about how it controls. I used a DualShock controller and it plugged and played perfectly, and the jumping and dashing feels really responsive. There is a lot going on with the screen, with multiple enemies, explosive casts and teleporting mages, and each time I died I could clearly define it back to my own errors and maybe getting a little overzealous with my attempts to clear levels too quickly. I'm a run and gun type of player. I have delusions of being a speedrunner and have always felt that the slowing down part in platform games is just a must not do. Saying that, it probably led me into a bit of trouble at times with Skul the Hero Slayer, as each enemy has a different attacking pattern and quite a few of them do damage from afar. I can see how slowly and meticulously working your way through levels, keeping your health points as high as possible and making it to those boss fights, known in the game as adventurers, in pristine condition is a good strategy. I'm sure there are plenty of players who will go down this route, but just not me. Pixel graphics are on point in Skul, and the game is both pretty and fun to watch, with all the actions occurring on the screen. The soundtrack so far is nice enough without being one that will stick in your head for days like other games. It's a jam-packed genre with some gorgeous and stunning games already released and coming out in the near future. I can see Skul fighting out its own little niche with its action orientated and customization that make playing through each time just that little bit different. Give Skul the Hero Slayer a try. The link's in the description. So what do you think? Is Skul the Hero Slayer on your list of must-play games coming out in early 2020? Let us know in the comments below. And be a pal and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the latest in cool indie games. Until next time, take it easy.